Welcome to our wildlife documentary series, where we explore the fascinating world of animals in their natural habitats. Today, we will be learning about one of the most magnificent creatures on the planet, the rhinoceros. These powerful animals have captured the imagination of humans for centuries, and their unique features and behavior never cease to amaze us. The rhinoceros has played a significant role in the lives of many indigenous tribes throughout history. In ancient times, some cultures believed that rhinos possessed magical powers and considered them sacred animals. They would use rhino horns in traditional medicine, believing that it could cure various ailments. Unfortunately, this belief has led to the tragic poaching of rhinos, which has pushed many species to the brink of extinction. There are two species of rhinoceros found in Africa, the black rhinoceros and the white rhinoceros, and three species found in Asia, the Indian rhinoceros, the Javan rhinoceros, and the Sumatran rhinoceros. Habitat: rhinos can be found in some African countries like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, South Africa, and in Asia in India, Nepal, Indonesia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. They are found in various habitats, including grasslands, savannas, and tropical forests depending on the species. Some rhinos prefer more open grasslands, while others prefer denser forests. Difference between African black and white rhinos. The black rhinoceros and the white rhinoceros are two different species of rhinoceros that are native to Africa. Despite their names, both species are actually gray in color and are distinguished from each other by differences in their physical characteristics and behavior. Physical characteristics. The most noticeable difference between black and white rhinos is the shape of their mouths. White rhinos have a wide, square-shaped mouth which is adapted for grazing on grasses, while black rhinos have a more pointed, prehensile upper lip which is adapted for browsing on leaves and twigs. White rhinos are also larger than black rhinos, with longer skulls and a more robust build. Habitat: white rhinos are primarily found in grasslands and savannas, where they graze on grasses, while black rhinos are found in a variety of habitats, including savannas, woodlands, and deserts, where they browse on leaves and twigs. Behavior: black rhinos tend to be more solitary and territorial than white rhinos, which are more social and tend to live in larger groups. Black rhinos are also more aggressive and unpredictable than white rhinos. Horns: both species of rhinoceros have two horns made of keratin, but the horn of the white rhino is longer and more uniform in shape than the horn of the black rhino, which tends to be shorter and more curved. Population: both species are listed as critically endangered due to habitat loss and poaching for their horns, but the black rhino is considered more endangered than the white rhino. As of 2021, there are estimated to be around 5,600 black rhinos and around 18,000 white rhinos remaining in the wild. African and Asian rhinos differ in their physical characteristics, behavior, diet, and habitat, and each species faces unique challenges to their survival in the wild. Here are some of the main differences. Physical characteristics. One of the most noticeable differences between African and Asian rhinos is the shape of their horns. African rhinos have two horns, with the front horn typically being longer than the back horn. In contrast, Asian rhinos typically have only one horn, which is shorter and more curved than the horns of African rhinos. Additionally, Asian rhinos tend to have more folds in their skin than African rhinos, giving them a more wrinkled appearance. Habitat: African rhinos are found in a variety of habitats, including savannas, grasslands, and deserts, while Asian rhinos are typically found in dense forests and swampy areas. Diet: African rhinos are primarily herbivorous and feed on grasses, shrubs, and trees, while Asian rhinos are more omnivorous and will eat a wider variety of plant and animal materials, including fruits, leaves, bark, and insects. Behavior: African rhinos are generally more aggressive than Asian rhinos and will often charge at potential threats. Asian rhinos are more likely to retreat from danger and will typically try to hide in dense vegetation or water. Conservation status: all 5 species of rhinoceros are considered threatened with extinction, but the situation is more dire for the 3 species of Asian rhinos, which are all listed as critically endangered. The Indian rhinoceros is the most abundant of the Asian species, with an estimated population of around 3,500 individuals, while the Javan and Sumatran rhinoceroses are among the rarest large mammals on Earth, with populations estimated at fewer than 100 individuals each. Overall, rhinos are known for their distinctive physical features, such as their thick, armored skin and their characteristic horn. They have poor eyesight but a keen sense of smell and hearing. Their thick skin helps protect them from predators, and their horns can be used for defense and foraging. Rhinos are herbivores and mainly feed on plants and grasses. They have a unique digestive system that allows them to extract nutrients from tough plants. Some rhinos can consume up to 150 pounds of vegetation in a single day. Rhinos are generally solitary animals and prefer to spend their time grazing and resting during the day. They are more active at night, and their behavior can vary depending on the species. Some rhinos are docile and shy, while others can be aggressive and territorial. Aggression and defense from predators. Rhinos are incredibly strong animals, and they can use their brute force to defend themselves from predators, including lions and hyenas. When threatened, rhinos can charge at their attackers with incredible speed, which can be deadly. They are also known to use their horns for defense. Rhinos are also known to attack vehicles if they feel threatened or if they are in a state of aggression. Rhinos have poor eyesight but a keen sense of smell and hearing, and they may perceive vehicles as a threat or an obstacle in their territory. If a rhino charges at a vehicle, it can cause serious damage to the vehicle and potentially injure the occupants. It is important to keep a safe distance from them to respect their space in order to avoid provoking an attack. In areas where rhinos are present, it is recommended to follow the guidelines and instructions of trained wildlife guides or rangers. Rhino versus hippo. It is rare for rhinos and hippos to fight. In general, these two species tend to avoid each other and coexist peacefully in their shared habitats, but in some cases rhinos and hippos have been known to engage in aggressive interactions and even fights. These two large herbivores are both found in similar aquatic habitats, such as rivers and lakes, and may compete for resources such as water and grazing areas. In some cases, hippos have been observed chasing rhinos out of waterholes, while in other cases, rhinos have been seen chasing hippos away from their feeding areas. These interactions can escalate into fights, which can be dangerous for both animals. Rhinos are known for their aggression and can use their powerful horns to attack potential threats. Hippos, on the other hand, are known to be highly territorial and can use their large jaws to defend their territory. A fight between these two massive animals can be unpredictable and potentially deadly. Mating and gestation. During mating season, male rhinos can become aggressive and will fight for the right to mate with a female. The gestation period for a rhino is approximately 16 months, and females typically give birth to one calf at a time. Rhinos have a strong maternal instinct, and females fiercely protect their calves from predators. Defense of calves from predators. Rhino calves are vulnerable to predators, including lions and hyenas. After giving birth, female rhinos fiercely protect their calves from harm. They will use their bodies to shield their young and will charge at predators to protect them. The survival rate of rhino calves varies depending on the species and the environment in which they live. In general, rhino calves are vulnerable to predation and other threats in their first few months of life, and the mortality rate can be high. In the case of white rhinos, studies have shown that approximately 40–50% of calves born in the wild survive to adulthood. This is due to various factors, such as predation, disease, and habitat loss. Black rhinos, on the other hand, have a slightly higher survival rate, with approximately 50–60% of calves surviving to adulthood. However, the survival rate of rhino calves can be improved through conservation efforts, such as anti-poaching measures and habitat protection. In some cases, rhino calves that have lost their mothers may be taken in by conservation organizations and raised in captivity to increase their chances of survival. In conclusion, the rhinoceros is a fascinating and majestic animal that has captured our imagination for centuries. Unfortunately, many species of rhinos are facing the threat of extinction due to poaching and habitat loss. It is our responsibility to protect these animals and ensure that they can continue to thrive in their natural habitats. We hope that you have enjoyed learning about the world of rhinoceroses and that you will join us in our efforts to protect these magnificent creatures. Thank you for watching our wildlife documentary series.